It's time for another unboxing. Today we're going to be unboxing these PORTKEYS PT6. These are the more affordable monitors out there from PORTKEYS. Now I do have a much more higher model, which is the PORTKEYS BM5.3. And let me open this first so I can show you the difference with the new monitor I got. So this is a higher end model compared to this. It's a few $100s more. These has a lot of features in it, from the antennas and to the SDIs and possibly even the features inside. What I really love about the PORTKEYS is this case. It comes in handy. Really thought out as far as when they sell the product, it comes with a case, and the cables are snugged in underneath these foams. It's not the most user-friendly monitor. There's some issues that I don't like about these monitors. One is the functions. They're just sometimes counterintuitive, but it does the job for what I need for focusing, for zooming in, for color, for some of the LUTs. So it has some of that feature. And now let's go and unbox the lower end model, which is the PT6. And I decided to buy this because I do have lower end monitors that I use for low budget shoots, and it comes in handy when you need to use lower end monitors, so that way in case something happens, you're not too worried about damaging the more expensive ones. And so because the low budget ones, you know, I don't want to damage any equipment and still come out of pocket for equipment that's damaged on a low end budget shoot. So okay, look at that. Look at the difference between the two boxes. They're about the same. I like this. This will help me differentiate which monitor is which, so I know the lower end model will have this. I'll leave this open so you can kind of see. And so now, let's go on and unbox this. And another thing I don't like is, on this one, when you put the battery, it just takes quite some time to power up. And I get annoyed waiting for it. Alright, let's look at this closely. So, look at the design of this. It's got, feels like plastic? Or maybe aluminum? Yeah, feels like it. Okay, it's very thin compared to the higher end model one I have here. Look at that. So, these are the inputs. And on and off is right there. Power on and off, HDMI, mic input, and a USB. Interesting. So obviously this will not come with SDI because it's a lower end model, which is fine, because if I'm shooting with FX3, I have a HDMI input. So it's very thin. I'm gonna like this a lot because the fact that it won't add much more weight. This adds maybe 3 times the amount of weight from this. I can already feel the huge difference. So that's nice. That's really cool. And it's got this lens hood, and something came out of this. So, okay, maybe that there. And then we slide on the lens hood, the monitor hood, sorry. So that way you can block the sun. Okay, it's an added feature, not too bad. All right, so I'm gonna take it off just so we can, actually I'll leave it on. What else is in here? I'm gonna close this so that we don't confuse what's available in these. Okay, so we have an HDMI with, wow, a USB mini. Look how, I don't know, they should do like a Type-C or something. That's pretty dated. And then there's an HDMI to HDMI. And one of those cold shoe mount adapter. so that way you can rig it on top of your camera. I wish you had a lever here instead of the Allen wrench. It's kind of annoying. So you can put that there, and then you can just mount it. I don't like the design of this. I wish there was a handle that you can tighten up instead of the Allen wrench. Okay, it is what it is for budget friendly. Now the test of how fast this thing will boot up. And I get annoyed sometimes because it does take quite some time for these things to boot up. And this is the tricky part about this, inserting this battery. I don't want to damage it. Stand by while I pause. Okay, you got to be careful on how you put these things because the pins can get damaged. And these are not the smoothest to insert. There you go. All right, you don't have to push this. Okay, let's see how fast this thing fires up. Power on. Okay. It should fire up. It's full batteries. Yep, full batteries. See, it takes quite some time. Unless I did not use power. Oh, sorry. Let's start it again. It's on off here and on. See how fast that boots up. Okay, ticking, ticking, ticking. All right, that took some time. Still loading. Still loading, still booting up. So yeah, as you notice, like most of the time, you just kind of have to wait and wait and wait until this thing fires up completely. Sorry for letting this video run. This way you get an idea how long the boot up process is. So if you're out in the field, you definitely got to give it more time to boot up. I feel this boots up even longer. This is long, but not as long as this. My gosh. So this is lock, unlock. So maybe, wow, that's still booting up. What's going on? Come on, are you gonna start? I'm waiting for you. Man, it's gonna come up to a minute, still booting up. What's going on here? It does have an AC, DC power out, so if you can get the right voltage, you can power this with a cable. I like that there's a HDMI in, HDMI out. That's a plus on that side. This one didn't have an HDMI out. Okay, it's been more than a minute now. I'm going to pause it. I don't want to bore you from this length of time for this thing to boot up. I'm going to see what's going on here, why it's taking so long. I haven't done much. It's still booting, and I decided to take out my camera. Maybe it'll communicate once I drop the camera. Oh, it does. Okay. So you need to plug in HDMI in order to completely see some image. Sorry if it's a vertical. But let me do that again and power this down, and let's see how fast it does. So I'm going to power down, power back on, and let's see how fast this one will do. Let's take the reflection away from the monitor. Oh, that was relatively quick. Nice. I like that. Okay, so disregard what I'd done on the previous test. Once it's connected to the camera, that fired up really fast. So let's see some of, maybe it's on lock. Let's unlock this. Okay, unlock. Okay, this is where I need to figure out first. Okay, so the buttons are quite different. So I got a whole new learning curve to figure out. Okay, back. So there's a lot of features in here. 3D LUT, you can add 3D LUT to this. All right, I need to load in via USB. Go back, Peking, zebra, false color. Nice. So just from playing around with this, I am actually quite liking the buttons and the function behind this. And compared to this one, it's really quite annoying. And I'll do another video comparison on how this is a lot more user-friendly versus the other one. You have to swipe left, swipe right, up and down, and that's what I hated about it. But this feels very smooth as far as what you need things done, and the flow behind this and the way you can navigate internally makes it really comfortable. So it's right there laid out for you. Like I said, like this. Not the most convenient in the navigation. Cool. I like all the features right now, what's in here. I haven't done a full test because this was an unboxing. I will do another video side by side of the usability of this, the usability of this. But so far, I'm really enjoying using this monitor, this lightweight monitor. It's a little small. I'd like it to be a little bit bigger, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, thus far up to this point, it's not a full-on review. This is just an unboxing. If you guys have any questions about this PORTKEYS PT6 5.2 inch monitor, comment down below. I did provide a link to Amazon with this product. If you decide to click on that link, it'll take you to Amazon. If you decide to purchase anything on that link, it'll give me a small commission. All right, thanks for watching.